Hi, I'm Cerdin, and I'm back after 6 long years to talk about some recent art that I've been working on. Now, I normally do two types of art. One type is abstract imagery, and the other type of art that I do is what I sort of call children's storybook style. And sometimes those two styles overlap, but I reckon once you've seen a few of my works, you can tell it's a Cerdin painting. But anyway, let me talk about this one over here first of all. This one started off with me buying a couple of green resin test pots. So I did painted the background first of all, and then I used some more test pots, more in the brown shade, to do the main outline of everything. So there was no pencil sketching beforehand. It was just straight on with the paint, and I wanted it to be as spontaneous as possible because basically I went into this painting with a very, very vague idea of what I was going to paint. And that vague idea was a mound with some plants on it. And while I was painting, I just let it decided to just let it flow, and whatever came out, came out. And this is what happened. So I still don't know what it's about, but some of the feedback I've had on Facebook, some people see it as a very positive painting. They've mentioned spring. Some people have described these figures here as triffids, or one person said happy triffids. So I'm always open to what other people will want to interpret. Now, my interpretation is slightly different in that I see a negative aspect to this painting. And this guy here, I see as a bit of a bully. And this figure here is actually no better. And they're telling the other four there to basically get in place, do as you're told. So I reckon he's being a bit of a bully. And what I see here is actually a bit of a conflict going on. So in spite of all the lovely bright colours, because I tend to always paint in bright colours because I love them so much. So in spite of the bright colours, I see a conflict going on there. But as I say, I'm always open to all interpretations. So if you see it as a positive painting, I'm happy for that, or from my point of view. But I tend to see the world in a glass half empty way anyway, so that's no surprising I see it like that. So that's that painting, and that's what I would call abstract imagery. So I'm going to just pop this down now and I'll show you my other piece that I've done recently. Righty ho. And here we have a happy bumblebee. Now, the reason I decided on doing a bee painting is that this month, September, is Bee Awareness Month. And we're promoting it in a big way at the warehouse where I work. So I decided, why not do a bee painting? And as you can see, this is done in what I would call a children's storybook illustration style. And it's, as you can see, it's quite cartoony as well. So how I painted this one was I used the same technique as I did on the, let's say, call it Happy Triffids painting that I showed you before. So once again, I did the background first using a blue pot of resin, a blue resin test pot. And then I, once again, just started painting. Actually, last year I started to do a bee painting and I totally lost interest in it. So I was working off that. And I initially had a look at some ideas online of some cartoony bees as well. So I certainly didn't want to copy what I saw online, but I used the ideas I saw online to create my bee. So, and as I was saying, once again, I didn't use any pencils to sketch it as I've done in the past with many of my other works. I just simply started applying the paint. And what I like to do is get painted fairly quickly and then come back later and tweak it a bit. And sometimes that process can take about 2 weeks. But the initial stage that I like to do is getting the paint on really, really fast. So those are my 2 paintings that I've done recently. And I'm thinking up ideas for a new video. But for now, bye everyone.